Hi, Piper. Hi, Rue. All three dogs get along great. I think Piper's probably most jealous of Archie. He's super cute. And he's fast. Ruger is very loyal. He's the protector. It's kind of awkward in some situations, like, I want you to, there we go. Ruger is our protector. He is the silent leader of the pack right now. Stanley was our oldest golden retriever. He passed away last December, and I'm going to put a picture of him in. Many of you remember Stanley and were part of Outdoors with the Morgans and knew Stanley. So Ruger and Stanley were best friends, and Ruger was the wind beneath Stanley's wings. There was no wrong that Stanley could do in Ruger's eyes. So in fact, the few times that Ruger was disobedient, because he's very loyal, it was because Stanley kind of talked him into it. He believed him, and he later found out that, well, like, Stan said it was okay to run off or go do this or jump in the pond, and then realized to Stanley, doing whatever Stanley wanted and being disobedient was worth the punishment. Next up is Piper, Princess Piper. Piper is the first and only female golden retriever we've ever had. We've had 7 golden retrievers. Piper's the first female. And let me tell you, she's beautiful. Piper has beautiful hair. She's just beautiful. Very moody. Yeah. She pouts. Piper's name is Piper Joy. We sometimes call her PJ. Piper loves attention. She loves to cuddle. All right, so Piper's also known as the party girl, likes to have fun, loves cuddles, loves attention, loves rewards, praise. Really big into that. What else, Piper? Loves to be told she's pretty. Good girl, huh? She was the baby of the pack until Archie came along. Archie and Piper became fast friends. And then he has some cute tendencies, so that's like stealing his thunder. Okay, now Archie is the newest. Archie's 4.5 months old, and he is the best. He brings a lot of joy. All the dogs bring joy to me and our family. But Archie is smart, he's fast, he's fun, he's very animated. He wants to be included in everything, and he wants to be involved in everything. Right now he's watching Ruger chew on that stick, so he wants the stick. Archie, we've been thinking of a middle name. Archie Mozart, Archie Mo. Archie was born with this little mohawk. So as cute as that is, we wanted to somehow incorporate that. All right, so I gave you a little introduction and rundown on each one. Ruger, and he will roll in something dead, which is a big negative. We don't like that, huh, Rue? That's probably the one thing he'll get in trouble for. He always listens, is obedient. Oh, and he's a licker. He loves to lick me. He loves to lick my skin. And I think he thinks he's serving me. All right, Piper Joy's. A little more about Piper Joy. Like I said, we call her PJ. Oh, she's 5. Like I said, she likes attention. Oh, probably the biggest negative for Piper is just pouting. She's a pouter, and she'll waste time or miss moments in life so she can pout. Can't figure it out. And little Archie. I could tell you tons and tons of things. Archie, like I said, he's smart. He wants to be involved in everything. He loves to sniff stuff out, play games. All of the dogs love Rue, Piper, and Archie. Love our trail walks. They love spending time with me. I'm their human leader. I'm the human leader of the pack, and they're very loyal, very loyal. But back to Archie. He loves belly rubs, he loves praise, he loves playing ball. Working with him, training him, he loves to do all that. He's really into adventures and just like a little kid, just wants to learn. And but I always put a couple clips on, and that's always fun to watch. That's on the story highlights for Outdoors with the Morgans. So if you go to their Instagram or Facebook, Outdoors with the Morgans, you can click on the circle profile and you will see our story of some video clips of what we're doing. Like I said, the walks, or just other things around the homestead. Okay, Ruger, what makes you happy? What makes Ruger happy is if I'm happy. Ruger seriously loves me and his family way more than I can explain. He's just a very good, loyal dog. And like I said, he doesn't make anything about him. It's always about wanting to serve his master. Oh, water. Someone asked the question, do the dogs like to swim? Ruger, he'll get in the pond, or when he's asked to get in the shower or the bathtub for his grooming. He'll do it, but it's kind of like getting in the car. It's not his favorite thing. He, like I said, he doesn't enjoy riding in the car as much as the other two. Jump at the chance. Piper likes water, and Archie likes water. Archie's mom was a dock diver, and I've watched him jump off the steps of the deck, or jump off my bed. I believe Archie has a future in dock diving. Yeah. All right, some of the favorite things the dogs love to do, you guessed it, walking the trails, hiking the trails, keeps them in shape. They love all the smells and all the trouble you can get into. We go out the trails, from anything from like a butterfly to seeing a little rabbit, squirrels, or even deer, turkey. They've seen it all. They don't chase. They will just kind of go up towards it or out towards it, and then they come right back. I think you've seen in some past videos, Piper loves to find those muddy patches. She thinks that's cool to like dig or just lay her belly down in that and stay cool. I don't, because she's a muddy mess. Rue, he wouldn't walk through that. He knows better. So that's one of their favorite things. They love people when people visit. Any parties or campfires. Okay, so if you have a dog, you're very familiar with what I'm sharing already about likes and dislikes. Things to think about. Mike and I have had a dog since we were married. We were married in 1991 in February. And by the end of February, the following year, I guess it was, 92, we got a dog. We got a puppy, a golden retriever puppy Jake was his name, and he was the best. He lived to be 16 years old, so he grew up with Hunter, Levi, Hannah, and even Eva. And he knew to keep an eye on Hunter in the yard. He knew Hunter didn't talk verbally and had, I think he knew Hunter had some special needs, and he would watch him to make sure he wouldn't stray off too close to the road. He would kind of herd him back. Even at night, when we transitioned Hunter into sleeping into a big bed, Jake, our golden retriever, would lay either on his bed or down beside his bed. It would all depend on Hunter, and he kept a close eye on him. It was just amazing. And can you see them all playing? They love to be a part of playing. Ruger, because he's the new leader of the pack, I think he has strict instructions from Stanley that any new members of the pack coming in have to fulfill an initiation phase. And I think Archie is still in that initiation phase, although I do find Ruger just like that, playing with Archie, but for the most part, Rue will just stay off in the back or just go lay down and watch them. And Piper and Archie do that. They will wrestle and share a stick or a ball or a toy and play and play and play. Now, Piper gets wore out pretty quickly. Archie has endless energy, so he can go on forever. Like I said, if you have a pet, if you have a dog, you're very familiar with the things I'm sharing of what we do and how much joy I'm sure your dog brings to you. If you're new to having a dog or you're thinking about getting a dog, here's some things you might want to think about. You want to plan accordingly, like where you live, where would the dog stay in the house. We keep a crate. Archie sleeps in a crate and Piper sleeps in a crate. Ruger sleeps under my bed. But you'd have to think, like, where would his water dish, food dish go? How would they have access to that? What is your schedule like? Do you have the schedule that you'll be able to be up with the dog in the morning, get them outside, to train them to be house trained, take them for walks? Is that in your schedule? Your outside surroundings, like, do you live in an apartment, a condo, in the city? Where are you going to take this dog out every day? And make sure that you can have a pet. Like, if you're renting, does your landlord say it's okay to have a dog? And then the property, like, do you have enough property or area, sidewalk, neighborhood, to walk your dog? So you're going to want to have it on a leash. Then budgeting for your dog, like, how much is the dog food going to cost you a month? Put money aside for grooming. If you have a long-haired dog, if you're not going to be able to groom it yourself, it's going to need groomed every couple 6 to 9 weeks, so maybe every couple months. And then vet bills, to have them check up, what important immunizations they have to have, and if there was an emergency, like they hurt their leg or got a cut or pulled a muscle or they had to have surgery, those things are all things you have to think about. So I know they offer dog insurance. You might want to look into that. And ordering toys for the dog or any extra treats. They have those monthly subscription boxes, having those delivered. Those are all things to think about. So I will say I am very busy with a family and 3 dogs. So everybody has to understand their place. Yeah, another thing to think about is the training. You want your dog to be familiar with your surroundings and everything you do. You don't want them to be afraid when they hear the lawnmower start up, or afraid when you take them for a walk and they've never been on a walk before or not like the leash. And think of how much time you can invest. See here, Rue is, look at me. Okay, good boy. How much time you can invest into their training. That's going to be most important, and that's going to be successful in owning a dog, and it's going to be the success in having that best friend companion. They are going to want to do everything you do and find joy in it, just like you find joy in having a dog. So keep those things in mind, that you want to be able to invest that time into training them and get familiar with everything in your family and in your daily environment. So like if you have a baby on the way, that's some, you know, things to think about. All right. Okay, let's do this. All right, so I hope that gives you some helpful information on getting to know the Golden Morgans, the trio, the Golden Trio, Rue, Piper, and Archie. And that is the series of Meet the Morgans. If you're thinking of getting a dog or maybe adding another dog to your dog pack, things to think about that are really important. It's okay to make a checklist, jot down your ideas and your questions. You can research them, or even if you have a question, ask it in the comments here. But here at Morgans Off the Leash, I know Ruger, Piper, and Archie would like to thank you for watching and being a part of our YouTube channel. It brings us joy to share what we're doing, and we sure do hope that you can comment down below, click the thumbs up for a like, subscribe if you haven't, and share these videos with your friends. Maybe it's something they would enjoy and like to be a part of. Morgans Off the Leash. All right, thanks so much. We'll see you on the next one. Can I play with your stick? Something. Okay. They knocked over the tripod. I got this handy dandy little tripod. Actually, Mike Morgan got it so we could video the fireworks for Outdoors with the Morgans for the live feed. And yeah, so I'm using that, and I have this handy dandy little remote that I can turn it on and turn it off. So they were playing with that stick, see how long it is, and the stick just came around and hit the tripod and knocked it over.